You know, obviously there's a tremendous sense that something should be done, but you know, from a local perspective, as a small town mayor in the scheme of the United States, I can only do so much. So whatever happens with gun legislation, whether or if you're talking about background checks or those types of things, those are going to have to come from Congress. Now, what I can do as a small town mayor is say, urge people to make and have a common sense discussion about those things. Not immediately go into your two camps saying all guns should be banned, nothing should ever be done about guns, but rather have a real discussion. So I'm hopeful that our elected officials from Wisconsin and the other ones from all across the country actually have a real discussion about it. You have to start with the expectation that you cannot solve every situation. Legally purchased gun, off the radar as far as law enforcement for the most part. There are going to be circumstances where that happens and that person will cause violence. But to simply throw up your hands and say there's nothing we can do with any of it doesn't seem like a reasonable solution. So yeah, there'll be situations like that that happen, but I'm not going to gauge my response or our potential problem solving on it by one. Being a mayor is not just running the meetings, keeping taxes low, making sure the streetlights are on. It's also doing what's best for your community. And if you can do anything to impact violence in your community, that seems to be an equal target, just like all of those other things. If we're going to send you to Washington, and we're going to invest all this money in having representatives in Washington, how is it in our best interest to have those people doing nothing to solve any of the problems? Endless debate without any compromise or any solutions is a serious waste of time and money. The next great president will be the president that breaks this partisan clash of partisanship and breaks it forever, because right now we are wasting years, if not decades, on lack of solutions and not getting things done. And it's actually, I think it's hurting the country.
Do you think Barack Obama could be that president?
He could be, but you know, it's going to be tough because he's already 4 years in and he hasn't demonstrated that he's been able to do that yet.